guys, it is very late on a Saturday night. Fiance and I just got back from my very first bat mitzvah, which was a riveting success. I've only had a few families ask me if I was Jewish, which I am not, but it was flattering all the same. It was a really nice party, good celebration with the family. If you are a teacher teaching late tonight, give me a thumbs up, send an emoji here over the chat. Let me know if you are teaching late. I am not teaching tonight. I do teach tomorrow because I have become that lady who forgets work-life balance sometimes and is ridiculously tired. Just got home from the bat mitzvah. I just took some allergy medication. I have about 10 minutes till it sets in. I was thinking today, oh yeah, not teaching. I was thinking today about scheduling. And for some reason it clicked in my head. I said, Kristen, what is your perfect schedule? If the VIP kid gods came down and said, Kristen, we will grant you whatever schedule you want, what would your dream schedule be? And I wanted to open this conversation up with you, teachers. Do you want this to be part-time, full-time? How do you want this to work? And I think this is how I want it. If I'm in the Eastern time zone, I would like to not work Saturday and Sunday. I'd like to be a normal human being that didn't do that, unless it was like a special occasion or I was by myself or something, but normally I would like not to. If I had it my way, I would teach 7 to 10 a.m. and then again at 9 to midnight. So I kind of get my whiteboard out. 7 to 10 a.m. and then 9 to midnight. I would like to work 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, 30 hours a week. Does anybody in this chat room work 30 hours a week? Please let me know, because we're going to jump into money. 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., 9 p.m. to midnight. That's 6 hours a day, Monday to Friday, 5 days a week, 30 hours per week. That would come out to, let's see, if you get 22 per class as your normal, like $9 plus your 2 incentive, 22 per class times 30. We're not going to do the math. We're going to do this. Hey, Google, what's 22 times 30? She's thinking about it. Hey, Google, what's 22 times 30? The Wi-Fi might not be working. I mean, I'll just do it. I think it's 660, is it not? Yeah, I think it is. Huh, yep. $660 a week. Yeah, so you make $22. I'm just throwing in numbers. $22 per hour, 30 hours a week, $660 per week, and then times that by 4. My Wi-Fi must not be working. You guys are on my hotspot because I don't trust the Wi-Fi sometimes. Times 4, 0, 4. That's $2,640 a month. $2,640 a month. Thank you. I mean, I can do math. I know. I'm just really tired. Master's degree programs don't tell you how to work on no sleep. I would suck at parenting. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. I am just really tired. So $660 a week, $2,640 a month. That is like the dream schedule. Does anybody actually work those hours, 30 hours a week? Is anybody a VIP kid 30 hours a week? 2640 a month. But if it was also a month that had, oh my gosh, Google just scared me. Whew. But if there was a month that had like an extra Monday, Tuesday at the end where you made a little extra, you could take an extra 6 hours, an extra 12 hours at 22 an hour. Maybe you had a couple, trials. Maybe you had like a referral or any kind of incentive bonus. It could be extra. What are the most that you guys have ever worked? Like, what's the most in hours you guys have ever worked for VIP Kid in a week's time? Mine was the most 35 hours. I taught 70 kids. That was rough. Like, I do not recommend that unless you are a superstar, unless you are in a time zone like in Europe. If you live in Europe and you work for VIP Kid, you could literally work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It could be your full-time job. Like, ridiculous. 4, 2, hold the 0, 4, 2. You could add an extra $264. If you had a couple extra, so you can essentially make $2,900 if you worked my dream schedule, 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. Let's just say $3,000. Let's say you got a bonus incentive. Let's say you got a couple trials. We'll say $3,000. Let's get into the fun part. Let's do the tax work on this, just because I'm waiting for this allergy medicine to kick in. So my dream schedule, 3 hours in the morning, 3 at night. Bonus incentives would average me about $3,000 a month. Well, 20% in taxes. I know I previously said it was 15. I recently learned the hard way. It was only 15 last year because I bought this house and I got to write off my down payment on my taxes. So I really only had to take about 15% of my earnings. Now it's 20. So 20% taxes. 20%. You are a U.S. citizen. You pay U.S. taxes. 20%. So I get to pay the U.S. government $600. So I have $2,400 left for myself. Great. Of that, I take 60%, so 300 times 60. 60% of that goes to pay my bills, and the other 20% goes to pay like my personal spending. So I'd have $600 in personal spending and $1,200? It'd be a lot more. $1,800 to pay my bills. There we go. Mortgage, taxes, all that fun stuff. Let me know what you guys have down as like your dream schedule. Do you want to work weekends? Do you not want to work weekends? What's your time zone? But for me, on average, my dream schedule, if I could bring the gods down and they would say, Kristen, you don't have to work on weekends. And I admit I do not have this dream schedule. I do right now have to work weekends. And since I'm not in a musical right now, I tell myself, work your weekends, save this money now, because when you get into a musical and you want to sleep in, take a few days off, maybe only work Monday, Wednesday, Friday like I do when I'm in tech week of a show, I'll have that money to, pay the bills. And I also am right now teaching piano and voice lessons in the afternoon, so I literally wake up, teach 3 hours, go to the gym, edit YouTube videos, clean the house, and bring people over for piano lessons and voice lessons. But I have had a hard time booking evening classes. If you are a VIP kid teacher, dream schedule 6 to 9 Central Time. Perfect. Has anybody here managed to book evening classes? And if so, how do you do that consistently? I have not been able to book evening classes consistently. I am able to book my peak times, but in order to make the money I need to pay these bills, I am working Saturday and Sunday. And I just want to know, there is no perfect teacher that has it perfect always, always, always. There are people that have to, work the weekends. Pre-VIP, is that how you guys get evenings? I am not certified for pre-VIP. I could send in a ticket to be certified. I just do the levels and trials. I do phonics, winter camp. I do all the other ones, but I do not have pre-VIP. If anybody does do that, can you let me know what you think of it? I have never done it. I know it's the little kids, right? The little ones. Do you get a lot of temper tantrums? Do you like teaching pre-VIP? I think you guys might be right. Although I do hope now that school will be out in the next week, maybe the kids will take in the mornings. I don't know. Let's see. They are not in school. Yes. You just got certified, Kathy. Did they offer you certification, or did you send in like a ticket saying you wanted pre-VIP? I don't know. I'd have to look into that. All I know is I'm having a hard time booking evenings, and as an actor, I normally don't want evenings because I'm normally rehearsing, but I am taking the summer off. How long have you been working full-time? Do you intend to be full-time for a while? I only started taking these numbers, I would say 3 weeks ago. I had to build up to these numbers for a while. I don't intend to stay full-time with VIP Kid because I also teach a music studio. They offered it, I requested it, got it. And you guys like pre-VIP. I mean, I feel like I could do it. I do a lot of children's theater, so I probably could do pre-VIP. I don't plan on having it be my full-time income for forever. I am slowly building up other businesses, like my music studio is slowly building for the summer, but let's see. I taught it for 22 years in the school system, so I love that age. Woo! you'll need a lot of props. Like, I have my little dino. These actually, by the way, came from Etsy. These are all the props you need for level 2. My family, my mom, my dad, Dino, Meg, Mike. For $6 on Etsy, they are all laminated, all on a key ring. I don't know who sells this. I literally searched on Etsy. Obviously not sponsored. I charge this on my card. But the kids are always like, oh, Dino. And I keep my cards here, so when I teach conversation to the little ones, I always say, hello, Dino, and then I make Dino say hi to me. So maybe I might request pre-VIP if it does mean getting evening classes. That is a good idea. Sorry this rambled on. It started with my dream schedule, which would be 6 hours a day, 3 in the morning, 3 at night, no weekends, maybe a day off or 2. What I'm doing right now is I am building my emergency fund. I am that weird one that doesn't just want 3 to 6 months of pay in an account. I want like 3 to 6 years of pay. I just want to know, like, as an actor, you have to kind of fend for yourself and think on your feet. And even when I worked in corporate America, I still tried to save a lot of money. And I did that just last year. So I'm trying to get into minimalism, you know, only living on what I need. If you haven't looked up minimalism, look up the Netflix documentary of that title, and it's great. The parent is there with them for pre-VIP. That would be great. Sometimes parents come to my kids in like level 2 and 3, and it's awkward because the kid's trying to learn and the parent's yelling at them. Anyway, this has become a ramble, so I am going to go. I'm going to take this makeup off. I just came from a bat mitzvah, and I was not Jewish, because I am not, but people see dark curly hair, and they think, oh, she's obviously Jewish. Come meet my son David. My life. Anyway, that is not VIP kid oriented. That is not what y'all are here for. I hope if you are teaching this evening, carry on. I'll be back in the morning because I can't get evening students right now. It's not happening for me. Alright, I'll look into pre-VIP kid. I'll report back. Let me know any tips and tricks you guys have for it. Signing out. Bye. Bye-bye.